Welcome, everybody, to our next break. We have a 2025 Top Series 2 Baseball Hobby 12 box full case, number 8. Pick your team right here. That's you guys. You all picked your teams, so that means we don't have to do any randoming, but I do need to get this shared over to the group, and I need to get all of y'all tagged so y'all know this is breaking, so we can have y'all all come say, hey, what's up? This is a little bit of a longer break, usually between 2 and 2.5 hours, depending on how many mags and everything and all that stuff. So, what's going on? We back. Um, Here we go. I'm gonna get over to the other side and get us all tagged here. All right, get over to our spot. I'm like a little out of sorts on this one because I usually have a random to do, so that's usually where my names come from, but not on this one. Just a regular old put the names in and we do this thing. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start getting everybody tagged, and then yeah, we will get rolling right into it. Bird. Gary. Derek. This will be my third full case of this. Lawrence, having a hard time tagging you. I don't know if you go by something else or. I've tagged you in the past, and it has not been a problem, but it is not pulling you up right now. Michael Heath, same issue. Cannot get y'all tagged. Keith having a hard time tagging you as well. What's going on, Derek? Hopefully, I'll pull you some nice nice Red Sox cards today. I always love this product. It's always a fun product to rip, to be honest with you. Greg having a hard time getting you tagged there. Scott having a hard time getting you tagged as well. Almost done, guys. And then we will get these boxes out and we will start ripping. Lawrence having a hard time tagging you as well. I can tag. Those are all sent out. Getting ready to pop over to you. All right, let me get back to my normal page and start to pull these boxes out real quick. No room on those to get your fingers inside. Always fun. Flip them over the fun way. And push these all the way to the back. So that way, when we have our mags and everything, we have space. It does start to kind of cramp up here. Make sure we're all on screen. I gotta adjust my camera on that. Always fun. Front cams. All right. There we go. All righty. Hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to be somebody's favorite YouTuber. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Since everybody's got their teams already, we just start ripping into the case. So I will hopefully pull heat for every single one of y'all, and we will have a nice little mag party. Nice, maybe pull all the short prints and everything. These are the silver packs. They come on the top of every single box. I always stack them up and I do them last, just because you can pull autographs and stuff out of there. I like to do them all the way at the end, once we have all 12 of them. There we go. Empty box. All right, let's get to ripping. Here we go. Always like next to stick. There we go. I will make a stack. You will see me make a stack of certain players. They are the ones that get sleeved after the stream, just to keep the stream nice and moving. There are ones that I will do during the stream as well. There we go. Nice little silver there. Always sleeve up a silver. Stick that off to the side there. On to the next one. I love it. I love doing this break. It's so fun. Just having an absolute blast with these ones. They're just so cool. Honestly, and I thought they've turned out really well. The 2 hobby cases I have done, I feel like had great stuff in it. So looking forward to pulling some more awesome stuff. Jason Dominguez. You'll hear me call out players' names from time to time just to keep it moving. There we go. We have a Stephen Kwan on that. Blue. That one should be number 2. 150 right there. That one's going to go into a sleeve. That one going to the Guardians. And Lawrence Dearth. Congrats on that one. Into a sleeve. All right. And then move back. Got that Salvador Perez on that retro. Wade Contreras. Again, I think I said it in the last one, but I was like, I love the action shots they did on these. I mean, honestly, they just did such a good job with a lot of these pictures. Shohei, stick him off to the side. He almost always gets a sleeve because he is always, even just regular stuff, collectible. One of my favorite players on the back there. Ben Lively. I love Grant Holmes' story. Just made his major league debut 10 years after being drafted. Bobby Witt Jr. right there on that nice little retro. Hunter Goodman. I like Hunter Goodman a lot. I'm not a Rockies fan. I am a Tigers fan, but Rockies are a local team. I like the way Hunter Goodman plays. I think I'm actually starting a PC of him. This might be. Oh, for real? That's awesome. Well, always like when you have your first break. Hopefully, we can pull you something nice. We actually had quite a few people have their first break today with us, which is always a good feeling. Very cool. Michael, if you don't mind me asking, where'd you hear about us from? Kevin Alcantara, David Fry, Whit Merrifield. Sean Mama, Sal Frelick. L.A. Marte. Jackson Joe, Austin Hedges, Romero. Austin Gomber. Birdsome. Oops. Castellanos. This is like one of my favorite subsets that summer Superstars. Oh, okay, sweet. Awesome. Heck yeah. That's way cool. Always love it when people come around to us for the first time, check us out. We always try to do a really good job at um, taking care of customers, cards and shipping and stuff and all that. We have a great time. We love what we do, so we try to make sure we pass that along to everyone who breaks with us. So if there's ever anything you see that we can do better, you let us know. That is, we try to do a good job of wanting to, make it the best experience for everybody. This is your 9th live stream, probably today, honestly. Rogers. That's going to be our first. There's a Brooks Lee right there for the Twins on the Jersey Relic. Minnesota Twins going to Michael Heath. First memorabilia card of the break going to Michael. Congrats on that one. Sick one there. Myers. Stone Garrett. Some of the names on these guys are hilarious. There's like a Blaze Alexander. Cracks me up every time. Nolan Jones. Nice little Shohei right there on that retro. That sounds right. Do you mean like as far as like the Iron Lion, or are you talking about me in specific? Because like I did just recently start over here on the Breakers side. I am actually our social media manager for my real job, and then I'm also Break. So do a little bit of everything here. A Whit Merrifield. Let's see what that one looks like. It's gonna look like that silver right there. Do a nice little soft sleeve. Whit Merrifield is one of those guys too that I really like to watch. Big fan of him when he was with the Kansas City Royals. Baez, Casey Schmidt. I don't know if y'all obviously probably know about the MLB debut patches and stuff. Every time I see that Casey Schmidt, I think of his MLB debut patch. We pulled that actually last year, so every time I see it, I think of it. Pulling that patch. Oh, break, yeah. We've been doing a lot more breaks. Usually it's me and Aiden. May have somebody new here starting in a little bit. But yeah, it's usually me, Aiden. You'll see Emmett from time to time. He's our breaks manager. He's the one who builds all the breaks, and make sure that you guys are getting awesome value out of your breaks dollars. You know. Ball, Gary Sanchez. There's one of those team ones where it says "Hi, Mom." It's like pretty funny. I think it's the Phillies. Wyatt Langford, Troy Taylor, Alec Thomas. 3 more packs to go. Oh, awesome, sweet. Hopefully we keep the trend up. Pull you some nice stuff. There's some people believe in like beginner's luck on stuff, and I will say that I don't tend to believe it, but it is funny how many times like we have somebody's first break with us, and then they will actually get like a ton of stuff. So never know. I did somebody's first break overall with us today. It was a personal break, and I pulled a really nice Marvin Harrison Jr. autograph patch for them, numbered to like 99. So something about it. Sometimes just it's an interesting thought of maybe beginner's luck is a thing. Last pack of this first box. Cutter Crawford. It always throws me off in this because they used a lot of the yellow jerseys for the Red Sox. I like the jerseys, but it throws me off because my head just doesn't wrap itself around that being a Red Sox player. There is a super nice Merrill Kelly on this number 250 right there. Purple. Nice little variation of the base. All right. Move these ones over, and then we will get into the next box. Box number 2 incoming. Yeah, I know. I was like, I agree with you on that, Derek. Yeah, the yellow ones are. I mean, I don't mind them, but they're just like, I don't know. I just don't equate the yellow with the Red Sox. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird. And they used it a lot in this product too. So like, it's just like, when you see it, I'm like, who? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Red Sox. Ty Madden, Jackson Jobe, Austin Hedges, Nick Castellanos. There's like those little. I mean, look at the artwork. I mean, not the artwork, the pictures, which I guess technically is artwork in a little bit. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I never really thought of that, but yeah, you're right. Boston Marathon colors. I don't know. I guess that was their City Connect jersey, huh? So that was probably why. I guess the same reason the Rockies used the green last year, and they have that like light blue this year. A Brett Rooker right there on that retro. I do actually like the City Connect jerseys for most teams actually. So there was actually some City Connect parallels in this product. So where you can pull the City Connect jerseys. So so far I've just pulled the basic ones. I haven't pulled any of the super like numbered ones where they're like down to like where they're like a patch or something out of the City Connect one. That one's going to be number 2, 2025. Probably one of my favorite high numbered variations. I just like that they change the number every year and go up one. So, what's up, Rick? Got the Alex call on that silver there. Followed by the Ronnie Mauricio right there. Hoping to pull some sweet case hits here. Hobby boxes so far have been more abundant with the case hits than the jumbos. There's the Jarren Duran with that yellow jersey. This one's going to be a silver probably. Yep. Silver right there for those Athletics. The Nomad Athletics. Silver there. We actually had somebody, I think the other day, drop. They had a Royals number to 5. It was just the Royals, and sold it within like 3 minutes, basically, of being on our site. There's a Cutter Crawford again. Gleyber Torres, Kevin Alcantara, David Fry. Got Mookie Betts there on the Summer Superstars. One of my favorite inserts. I am in Colorado right now. That is where our company is located. Brian Buxton on that. Heston Kjerstad. Kumar Rocker. Nice one on that one. Nolan Jones. So we're going to have a nice little Spencer Horwitz, number 299 right there. Very sick one right there on that green. So far, this box has been producing the numbered cards. get us a super low number one. Like I said, I think Aiden pulled it to 5 Royals team one in his case. I've been lucky. I pulled some low number jersey stuff, which has been nice. So pulled a nice little out of 5 Nico Horner the other day. Chipper Jones, one of my favorites growing up. In Georgia, that's awesome. I know a lot of people, a decent amount of people from Georgia. Jack Neely, Matt Boyd. I feel like I always see those two right after each other. Kyle Tucker on that retro, and Michael Harris the second. Gavin Lux. Tyler Anderson. Michael Wacha. There's a normal Boston Red Sox one. This always seems to happen. Soto right next to the Luis Angel Acuna. Happens a lot. Not a bad one to have, obviously. Luis Angel Acuna is one of those players that a lot of people are looking for. Cal Raleighy's having a great year. Crushing that ball for the Seattle Mariners. Trey Turner. There's a Brian Bello. Jack Flaherty. There's a Roki. Bobby Miller. We got Summer Superstars. Yelly. It does make me sad opening this product because I see a lot of my former Tigers that went on to play elsewhere on different teams. There's the Blaze Alexander. Mookie Betts. Bichette. Taylor, got the Alex Thomas. This is going to be, should be a home field advantage, I believe, of Luis Angel Acuna. This is one of our case hits. That is a sick one right there, going to the Mets. I'm going to Michael Heath on the case hit. Right there. Get that one into actually a mag right here. Cases and one of the guys you're looking to find. Looking for that rookie home field advantage. Got it in box 2. Hopefully that means we'll have the other case hits showing up too. Very sweet one. There it is. Home field advantages are popular. Oh, really? For real? I loved Cameron Maybin. He was awesome. He was super cool. One of my favorite guys on the team. I loved it when he played for us. Oh, we got a. This one is going over to Derek. It is going to be a Red Sox Jenny Tran Fenway Park auto. This is a super cool one. It's a first pitch auto. First off, first pitches are hard to find anyway. Both cases I opened up, I only got 2, and this is number 299. And these are super collectible. I know not a player, but still a big pull there. And that one is going to the Red Sox spot. It goes to the spot that the person does the first pitch, and this one is a Fenway Park. So that one is going to the Red Sox. Very cool pickup there. Cool one there. Yeah. They started doing these first pitches a couple years ago, and then they did the autograph. So yeah, very cool. That one goes to the Red Sox spot. And then oh, y'all grew up playing ball together? That's awesome. Heck yeah. I played with a couple guys that played in the pros as well. So I know exactly how that feels. Cameron Maybin, though, was always one of my favorite dudes on the Tigers. Shota Imanaga. I think Derek, I think she was on the I think she was the Bachelorette, I think, or something like that. Maybe. Actually, I'll look her up real quick. Her name's super tiny. Let me look her up. I think that is exactly what she did. Jen Tran, personality. Season 28 of The Bachelor. She started in season 21 of something else too. Of The Bachelorette. So she was the Bachelorette, and she was on The Bachelor. Apparently, she is from the area. So, and she also did Dancing with the Stars. So, reality TV star is what that would go with. But like I said, those are super hard to get autographed. Because they're super hard to get in the first place. Like I said, I think I only saw 2 in each of my last cases. So of those first pitches, there's like some dude from the Real World Road Rules. There's the Miz from WWE. There's like there's a couple other ones as well. Not nearly as good as the ones from last year. Last year they had like CJ Stroud and Wimby and stuff. So, but Derek, the good thing is I bet you there are people that are willing to buy that thing for quite a hefty amount because they don't sign a ton of autographs. So, and for some reason, like I said, they're super rare to find. So. One of those. I saw green there. Pull that one down. We got a Riley Green and not numbered, so we'll just throw it into the pile over here with the silvers. Yeah, that's one of the more odd ones. Might be the oddest autograph I've pulled so far. But in like definitely in a good way though. So. Castellanos, got the Shea Whitcomb. Oh, sweet. That's cool. Dude, that's so cool. Well, next time you see him, tell him Anthony at Iron Lion Breaks absolutely is a huge fan. So Cameron Maybin is awesome. I had quite a few actually had a few Cameron Maybin Bowman first Bowmans. I wonder if they're just probably still at my parents' house, to be honest with you. There's the one that cracks me up. The Twins one. It says "Hi, Mom." Cracks me up every time. All right. Second box down. On to the third one. Is Michael is he into cards at all? Like being I have a couple of my buddies that played. They got big into cards for a little while. I don't know if they still are into them, but I know they collected themselves and then collected a couple of their teammates as well. Wyatt Langford right there on that retro. Pete Alonso, the polar bear. Watched him hit a home run super far against the Rockies a couple weeks back. He teed off on that thing. So now the Rockies aren't very good. Ooh, we're going to have a nice. We got Shohei. Let's see what we got here. Shohei on the silver. That's a sick one. Always nice to have anything Shohei of color. You're going to get nice little premium on that one. I'm going to the Dodgers. And Pete Alman coming your way. There you go. On that sick one. I would assume so. Yeah. I mean, I guess like maybe it's just like, no, those are the guys I just played with. I don't know. They're on the card. Oh well. Like, who knows? Maybe it's or I know a lot of guys now are collectors. I know Cameron maybe played a little while back, so maybe not as much. I know the new guys that are coming in the league now, a lot of them are huge. Your favorite player is Ohtani? My son's favorite player is Ohtani. He loves Ohtani. So, got the, of course, Ohtani's awesome, though. Let's see. Oh, there's going to be a Nationals on the, probably silver here. Usually flip backwards. Yep, there's a Nationals on the silver. Goldschmidt. It's about the time usually about the third box is when you start seeing everybody for the fifth, sixth time. You start forgetting if you've pulled the autos out of the box yet and stuff, or the memorabilia. So Rafael Devers, I want to go to the Red Sox, even though he is no longer a Red Sox player. cards have such a cool, like, this is one of my favorite cards. This dude is definitely swinging and like blowing a bubble at the same time. I don't know if that's like funny to me. I don't know. I like this Trevor Story card too. Just like the composition of it. Did a really good job with that one. There's a dude who Devers. You happy he's gone, or how you feel? How you feel about that trade? Abreu there. So 225, or sorry, 2025, not 225 on that one. Going over to the Twins and Michael Heath. Dang, I didn't know that. That's cool. Heck yeah. Having running their own break hoop. That's super cool. No, you are right on that. It was kind of honestly it kind of shocked me that they moved him. That one was not on my radar. Jordan Lawler. Tatis Jr. Juan Soto, Francisco Liriano, or Francisco Lindor. Went back like in time there. Kyle Freeland. Still looking for our autograph or memorabilia out of this box. Xander Bogaerts there. Speaking of players, used to be playing for Boston. Houston High A team this year, and we basically have season tickets and stuff. Oh, that's awesome! Heck yeah, that's honestly how I got a lot of my stuff as a kid. Being a military brat, we moved a lot, and for some reason, we were always in town with like a AAA team or a AA team, and we'd go to the games and we just get autographs and stuff. It was a great time. Rest in peace, Octavio Dotel played for the Mets, played also for the Astros as well. But he was a Norfolk Tide for a long time, and so we'd get a lot of autographs from him. My brother did a lot of artwork for the Norfolk Tides, so so we knew him very very well. He was always super nice to us. Zach Penrad, rookie card at the bottom there. Met guys like Benny Agbayani and a bunch of them dudes. We were in Omaha for a long time, so Johnny Damon, Joe Randa, Michael Tucker. Watched those guys play a ton in the minors before going on to going to the pros. Johnson. Down to our last few packs. Still looking for this autograph or memorabilia. Seager. All right, should be coming up here soon. One of these. It might be this one right here, actually. Should have, I believe, a memorabilia in this one based off the thickness of that second to last card. It is a City Connect one, too, at that. Let's see. It'll be a Yu Darvish for the San Diego Padres. I'm going over to Brian Thomas. Yu Darvish there. Met Yu Darvish at spring training when he was with the Cubs. Nice little Yu Darvish right there. Coming your way, Brian. Rookie. Stars. There's Anthony Volpe. Last pack of this box. Cabrera. Juan Soto, followed by Luis Angel Acuna. All right, move this base over. Box number 4. Here we go. Like I said, I'm dropping all these silver ones on the tops into a stack. I'm actually gonna move this stack because it's kind of in my way. I'm gonna move the stack over here onto this side. Put it right there, so it's not in my way. And then at the end, we'll open those up. I've had some good luck pulling some autographs out of those, and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get some short numbered stuff like that out of there. Missed again. Pack just wanted to like bust open there. It's crazy. Gavin Williams, Garrett Whitlock, Polar Bear Pete Alonso, Junior Caminero. Got a Richard Fitz. I forget how many rookies the Red Sox have. There's another Luis Angel Acuna. Followed by a nice Dylan Cruz right there. That's a pretty sick one. Dylan Cruz always a good pickup. Ooh, that's sick. Heck yeah. Those are great ones to get. That's awesome. Wyatt Langford is one of my favorites. Wyatt Langford's also a big card collector. Him and Evan Carter, I believe, are both big card collectors. There we have. Oop, we're gonna have our number 2, 20, 25 there. Very nice one. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed we don't have. We used to have the Sky Sox here in Colorado Springs, and then they moved, and now they're the Colorado Vibes. They're like a kind of like an independent league team. Got a cool mascot, but the baseball's, I guess, probably better than the Rockies right now. But I ain't saying much. That is not saying much. They are not yeah, the Rockies are not a good team right now. It's funny, my son plays Little League, and they got to do a parade around the like the outside of the or it's inside the stadium on the field, but like a nice little purple. Drew Waters there. That one's going to be number 250 right there. Going over to the Royals. Dwayne Elder. Yeah, they did a little walk around the like the warning track and then down the side and all that stuff. And I was like telling one of my friends, I was like, yeah, I was at the Rockies game, watching my son walk around the field. And oh, he's like, did they play the Rockies? They probably would have won. I'm like, they're a bunch of 8 to 10 year olds, but they might have gave them a run for the money. That's how bad the Rockies have been. Every game I've gone to see them this year, they have gotten absolutely obliterated. So, has not been good. Cool thing is, I did go to see them play the Phillies with a bunch of the dudes here, and really cool. We went up to the upper deck. We were there super early. We went up to the upper deck to get some drinks, and just hanging out was a home run ball. So it was very cool. Got a nice James Woods right here on the jersey. That one going over to the Nationals. Joseph Bird. That's a sick one. James Wood, very good player. My brother is a Nationals fan, so he would approve of that one. Let's Michael Walker, Noah Jones, Kumar Rocker on the retro rookie. That off to the side. That one will get sleeved afterwards. Weston Wilson. Jaron Duran. Got Blake Snell there on the Summer Superstars. Gary Sanchez. Spencer Bivens. Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman always makes me just seeing him in a Red Sox always looks weird to me. Jason Dominguez. There's Jaron Duran again. Trevor Story. Sean Murphy. Stephen Kwan. Hoping to pull another case hit or two would be sweet. There are some very cool case hits out there. That would be very nice to pull. Paul Goldschmidt. Summer Superstar. Corbin Carroll. Cool one right there. Sue's card always gets me because I see his hand and I always think it's a different design. So I always think it's like one of the inserts. And it's never the insert. Massey. Vladdy Jr. Actually, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Because actually his brother is named Vladdy Jr. So it's weird. We're going to have a Porter Hodge on that one. We got the Gunnar Henderson and the. Try to put this one into a sleeve. Go. Ben Lively. Hunter Renfroe. Should be a silver. It is. For them Royals. Going over to Wayne Elder. David Ortiz, that one coming over to the Red Sox on that throwback. Gavin Williams. Garrett Whitlock. Junior Caminero. Jones. George Kirby. Last pack of the box. David Ortiz. Yeah, that's a sick one. I actually just pulled a 101 2 breaks ago, actually. So, pulled a nice Travis Etienne Jr. 101. That's pretty cool. I haven't pulled a 101 in baseball yet, so it would be very cool to pull a 101. Nice little Mookie Betts there. If I do, hopefully the 101 is like an autograph or like an autographed jersey. So it's like extra cool. But 101 would be cool regardless. That said, silver pack going over in the silver pack pile. We'll open those at the end. Some of my favorite packs to open are those silver packs. I like the way they look. Jones. Savino. Paul Skeens, Summer Superstars there. For Dylan Gouge. What's going on? Brian, I think I pulled you something earlier. What did I pull you? San Diego Padres. I pulled you. I think you have more. I pulled you a Yu Darvish jersey patch. Or jersey swatch. Trey Turner. Pete Alonso. There's our mem card right there. It's going to be a City Connect. It's going to be Toronto. And you got a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. City Connect jersey there. That one's going to go to Joe Andreessen, having that Tampa Bay Blue Jays spot on the City Connect. Very cool one there. I'm hoping to have one of my bucket list pulls for you, Brian. One of the autos that I've always wanted to pull is a Fernando Tatis Jr. So hopefully we'll make that happen for you in this break. Nice little Mookie Betts, Josh Bell. Some of these are like they do have like photo variations, but I've seen them almost all the cards. So like sometimes I'm like, have I seen that one yet? Makes me like double take. Think about it. All right, we getting close. We got something back here. I'll pull this one forward here. Let's see what we got back here. This is oh, that is sick. For the Mariners, we got the Placatas. That is a sick one. Those are also, I believe, a SSP as well. I've never seen one actually in person, so that is a pretty cool one. I'm pretty sure that is exactly what it is. Those are very cool. I love those things. Only seen them in pictures, but very cool. That one's going to get magged up. That one going over to the Seattle Mariners and Travis Hardy. Very nice one there. The Randy Arozarena. I never know how to pronounce that guy's name. I think that's pretty close though. Arozarena. Sick one right there. Over here. Let's pull all the case hits. That'd be sick. Give me an all kings. Get us a K zone. case would be sick. Ellie on the Summer Superstars. Madrigal. Almost always followed by the same guy in his. Have a silver right there for the Phillies. That one going over to Scott. Austin Gomber pitched pretty well the other day in his return. He ended up beating the Braves, ironically enough. All right. Got a Nolan Arenado there. Diaz. Getting the Padres base. Let's see if we can get a. Put these ones over real quick. Unfortunately, they are getting in my way. Don't want to knock them over. That would not be good. Brave. Lopez. Got a Rafael Devers on that league leader there for you, Derek. I think I just got two of that dude in a row. Such a weird one. That if they make that card autographed, that's the card I want to pull. I love that photo of Tatis. There's a nice little Freddie Freeman. Nah. Devers is good. He's in a lot of those league leader ones. I've seen him on those. Obviously, very good player. Again, going back to wondering why trading a guy like that, but so there is another one. So this is the dude from Real World Road Rules on the first pitch. Yeah, so that is our second one we've pulled of the first pitch ones. This one goes over to the Diamondbacks, the Chase Field one. But yeah, I would be surprised we might see one more maybe. So to get that autograph one is extra rare. That's my favorite photo I think in the entire. I think that's the Green Monster behind him with all the little dings and stuff. I don't know. It just looks sick. The card looks super tight. Brian Buxton, one of my favorite looking cards too, with the dive. Spencer Strider, Aaron Nola. So O'Neal Cruz. Bet. Soto, followed by Luis Angel Acuna. Zach Neto. AJ Smith-Shawver. AJ Smith-Shawver's out. I think he ended up needing to get Tommy Jones. Gorman. Move those ones over, and we will get into box number 6. Almost halfway through this break. There's silver pack going on the silver pack pile. Boom, boom, boom. Empty box. Missed that one again. That was a no looker though. I didn't even look at it. So going backwards hat now. I think we're gonna go backwards hat. Here we go. That's a William Contreras. A little bit torn here. I'm hoping to see another case hit. But I'm like, man, we might only get one more. I'm like, which one do I want more? Do I want the K Zone or do I want the All Kings? I pulled one of each, or I pulled 2 of the K Zones. I pulled one of the All Kings. Both of them are super sick. As a former pitcher, I love the K Zone, but the All Kings are just such a sick SSP. We got a Francisco Lindor on the summer superstar. Let's see if there's a Luis Angel Acuna behind it. There it is. I don't know why that is. Boom. There is our memorabilia from this one. It's going to be a Jeremy Pena for the Houston Astros. That one going over to Keith Warren. Picking up that jersey swatch. Nice silver Jackson Chourio. That thing's cool. I like that picture. Looks even sicker in the silver there. Nice one there. For the Jackson Chourio. That one going over to Milwaukee. Over to Greg Oakley. So far, it's been a relics case. It's weird. Usually it's about, I'd say 33%, 33% autos, 66% mems. But the last 2 cases I opened had, instead of one of the regular mems, it had an autograph mem in each of them. So I ended up having a little closer to 50-50. But, and who knows, maybe we still did. Maybe just all the mems were at the top this time. Maybe that means we'll get something super special in the silver packs, like super crazy auto or something. It's weird too. Our only autograph is the first pitch Jen Tran. So for the Red Sox. So I know those are hard to pull because the first pitches are hard to pull. So very interesting though on that one. Classic Tops. That is an extra piece of card that they trimmed off. There's a Jackson Holiday. This happens like when you open up cases. This happens. You just get like random pieces. You end up with a few of them. Yeah, I know it sucks because I know like when I was like before I got out of card collecting for a little while, um, relics were like the thing. So that's what you wanted. That's cool. We'll do one. And then when I came back, everyone was like, "Nope, relics suck." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Dang, yeah." And then it's like the base relics are just absolutely pointless at this point. Not really pointless, but like they're not anywhere near the value that they should be for, kind of really what they are. But you're right, it's an oversaturated little bit of the market. Oh, we got a black. That should be a really though. It's a Cal Rally too. That is a sick one. Let's go. That one's gonna be numbered to 74. 53 out of 74. He's having a wonderful year. Seattle Mariners, Travis Hardy. That is a nice one right there. Going in a top loader. Always like to get those of good players. And he, like I said, he is having a standout year this year. Have that silver on that Trevor McDonald. I know it's crazy. You would think that like by now, like they would just start getting to the point where they are making like only patches or something like that. Like so far, I will say the patches I have seen come out of Tops have been nice looking, but obviously they're nowhere near as prevalent as the base relics. There's a Ketel Marte. Nice little Hank Aaron on that throwback. rookie. Alcantara. Shohei on the back here. There. 2 packs to go in the box number 6. And we are on to the second half of this break. So Roki on that Summer Superstars. Gomber. Suzuki on the OPS leaders. Last pack of box number 6. Bo Naylor. All right, move these over to the base over. Get this in here. There you go. And we're on to box number 7. Silver pack goes in the silver pack pile. We will visit those at the end of the break. Empty box. That one went in. Another rookie. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Salvador Perez. Rushman. Be interested to see how that kid from Milwaukee, if he keeps playing the way he's playing in his first 2 starts, how his MLB debut patch will go. So he started 11 no-hit. I think it was 11 no-hit innings to start his career. I think it was the first time in 100 years a pitcher has done that to start his career. I don't know. The year they won it, I was 1. So we've been back a few times, and I get my hopes up. But yeah, I don't know. I feel the same way about the Lions too. Even though the Lions have been decent the last couple of years, I'm still just we could stink it up. I don't know. I have no faith. I never have any faith in my teams. I just assume. I root for them either way, but I just always assume we're gonna be bad. I hope so though. It'd be really cool to get one. I've seen in my lifetime I've seen the Red Wings win. I've seen the Pistons win. Have not seen obviously the Lions or the Tigers win that I can remember because I was too young. So nice little silver there. Yep, exactly. You are correct on that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Skubal is such a nice pitcher. There's a Ronald Acuna Jr. Not a huge fan of the color scheme for the Tigers, so that's why I often don't wear their regular hats. Nice little Cubs one there. So that's why I have the Stars and Stripes one from this year. Usually, if I do have a regular Detroit hat on, it's just the white D on the navy blue. I don't rock too much orange in my everyday attire. That it would really match with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You do. It's been pitching forever. I've actually batted against Justin Verlander. That's how old he is, and I am 42 years old. There's another piece of. When he went to Old Dominion, we scrimmaged against them because that's the area I was from, and yeah, I actually batted against Justin Verlander. The corpse of Justin Verlander. That's like the Blue Jays have the corpse of Max Scherzer right now. These dudes are still probably cashing $1 million weekly checks. I think probably. Xander Bogaerts there for the Padres. Yeah, no, no, I agree. He is like a year older than me. So the fact that that man is still pitching is still impressive, even at you know not even the greatest of skills still, but he still got it, I guess, a little bit. Get him into the playoffs, maybe. Yeah. I thought it was questionable the signing anyway, but yeah. I will say I did not. I thought he would retire, but Adley Rutschman right there. We're gonna have a nice little Francisco Lindor on that silver there. Oh, that's a cool one too. I have not seen this one. This is actually not super rare, but it is one of those first pitch ones, and it is a Ricky Henderson. Unfortunately, passed this past year, so they threw him in the set. No, I mean that's how the so like we have a bunch of people who like kind of are like casual baseball fans, and they're like, oh, Paul Skeens fell off, and I'm like, no, he just gets no run support, like 0 run support, like it's no help. But yeah, if you're giving up 5 runs, you're gonna need a little bit of run support at least. Javi Baez. There's a guy we overpaid. No, I actually like Javi Baez a lot. I was actually at Rockies Stadium when he hit his first career home run. So every time they replay it, because my wife was a Cubs fan, so they'd replay it often. Um, him crossing home plate, we are in view. It's pretty funny. So. There it is. Silver right there. Buxton. Kjerstad. Strider. Collins. Nice little Roki there on that retro. Harder pull. Roki there. Rocker. Mookie. Nice Jarren Duran on the Summer Superstars right there. Going over to the Red Sox. Very cool one. I like those Summer Superstars. They're probably my favorite subset. Which they do. I don't know if they do autographs or not. I think someone told me they do autographs, but I have not seen one. So if they do on the autographs on the Summer Superstars, they are super hard to find. So silver pack goes to the silver pack pile. We are off and running into box 8. Box 8. Oops, sorry. Usually I always show you guys. Right. Empty box. Hate it. So Aaron Judge there. The retro. Jarren Duran. Juan Soto, followed by Luis Angel Acuna. Got a Tyler Fitzgerald on the silver right there. Pretty cool one right there. I love that picture thrown across the diamond. Very cool one there. Another rookie. Nice little Ken Griffey Jr. Julio Rodriguez. That's kind of cool. That's another autograph I wouldn't mind pulling is a Ken Griffey Jr. Have not pulled one of him either. That would be a sick one. Sanchez, Jacob Young. I wonder if this is. I'll pull this one for Hunter Brown. If this is. No, thought it might be an auto. That was a Royce Lewis on that one. There's Max Scherzer. Just speaking of him. John Mania, Sal Frelick, Bivens, Wyatt Langford, Alex Bregman. So Yamamoto on the summer superstars. Ooh, we got a super thick one right here. It's gonna be interesting. Last time I got a super thick one, it was a very nice card. So make sure is that it is in the back. So we're gonna do a little reveal here. See what we got on this one. We got a nice little Isaiah. Polanco. Nice little one there. Got the Seth Johnson. And then I believe we just have one more card here. Boom. This is going to be a Jonah Bride on the number to 99. Get that one into a sleeve. And then right after that, we have a going to Scott Seifer, I believe. We have a 2 of 10 dual base relic game used. This was used in a game 07 or July 2nd, 2024, where the Phillies beat the Cubs 6-4. That is Trey Turner and Bryson Stott. There are their stats for the game. That happened at Wrigley Field. So this is a base relic from Wrigley Field. That is very cool. I like that. Number 2 of 10. Going over to those Phillies. I don't even know if this is gonna be thick enough to go in here. Hopefully, maybe it is. Maybe I'm gonna have to go get an even thicker one. Let's see. Very nice one there. That is a nice card. And number 210. Very sick. Let's see if it's going to fit in here. It does appear to fit. There it is right there. Nice hit for the Phillies. It's Scott Seifer. Nice little 2 of 10 on the Trey Turner and Bryson Stott. There's 4 mags right there. Let's go. And we still have some boxes left. Hopefully we can still pull some more case hits, some other tight, awesome stuff. The last one I pulled that was that thick was a Nico Hoerner number /5 auto jersey patch. So I was hoping it was another jersey patch. Have a Hunter Goodman turned backwards. It's gonna be a silver. Like those in the City Connect jerseys on theirs. Man, I was pumped. Hopefully now I'm like, I want to pull more. I want to pull more. When you pull something nice, you're like, oh, I just want to keep pulling nice stuff. Only nice stuff. And Joyce, there's an Ichiro. That'd be a cool one to get an autograph of too. Ichiro auto would be sick. Question to the crowd. If you could have one autograph from your favorite team, who would it be? It could be past, present, future. Not really future, but you know what I mean. So it's going to be that variation right here. Nice little Zach Geloff on that. Super nasty one right there. I'm actually going to double check this one real quick. Because these ones are a little tougher to grab. I don't think that probably... It's just a Big Poppy. Big Poppy would be a sick one. That would be a really awesome one. Actually, even as a not necessarily a fan of that team, a Big Poppy autograph would be just sick in general. Put that one into a top loader. Kyle Schwarber. Mel Ott. Mel would be a sick one too. That'd be awesome. Heck yeah. Mel Ott would be a great one. I would probably pick Al Kaline, mostly because it's my dad's favorite player, and Al Kaline is low-key the reason I wore number 6 my entire baseball career. Because my dad was such a fan, so I say Al Kaline. Yeah, that's a stacked lineup you got there, Brian. That's a heck of a collection. As a San Francisco fan, Brian, how do you feel about Barry Bonds? I absolutely love Barry Bonds. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I know some people are not. One of my favorite pitchers all time is a Giant, Tim Lincecum. I love Tim Lincecum. Bonds is the GOAT. I agree. Have you ever, Brian? Have you ever met Will Clark? I heard he's kind of not one of those, not a super nice guy to talk to. I heard he was kind of a jerk. Yeah, no. Well, the crazy part is even before we all acknowledged that he started taking some human growth hormone, he was already like a 5-time MVP, and he lost 2 other MVPs where he was runner up to a dude who was a known steroid user. So I mean, natural that dude should have had 7 MVPs. Garrett Cole there. So I'm a big Bonds guy. Yeah. Met him in traffic after the game. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear. I like it when I'm like when like people are like, you know, are not always necessarily how they get portrayed. I think Otani is definitely, let's see. Oh, my favorite pitcher is Greg Maddux because he's, yeah, no, I mean, dude, so good. Greg Maddux is honestly like one of those super underrated dudes. If you look at what he did with what he had, like he wasn't out there flame throwing you. The amount of 0-2 and first pitch strikes he had, like his percentage, just astronomically stupid. So yeah. He's just blunt. Okay, so that makes more sense. You know, because sometimes like you meet somebody, and especially like if you get one meeting with them, and they're if they're like that, and you don't understand that, or you don't, then yeah, you might. I can see how he could get the kind of a a hole vibe, I guess. One of the Giants, I know, like he has like a different. I know a lot of people either love him or hate him now, but kind of coming up in the minors through the minors when he was with the Devil Rays. Me and my brother met Aubrey Huff a bunch, and he was like super nice. Like gave us like broken bats and stuff, and like signed a bunch of autographs and stuff. It was pretty awesome. So I heard he can kind of be a little bit of a jerk too, but I never saw that in any of the interactions I had with him. So maybe it's the wrong place, wrong time. You know, you catch people. Maybe they change over time too. So Bonds was standoffish. I bet you Bonds. I wonder if Bonds is standoffish because he probably assumes everybody either loves him or hates him. So he's got to kind of go into everything like knowing he's either gonna people are gonna like come at him or not. Empty box. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, yeah. He's I know some of his political comments are yeah. I bet you I wonder Brian is Brian Wilson still like super loved there? I know he was like he had like a very like quick up and down in his career, but he had a couple years there and when you guys were super good. A nice little Brandon Praft on this number 274 there. Very sick. Hit the camera with my hand. Make sure I get that back in the horizontal card in the back. This is a Placata. They're a case SSP of Randy Rosarina going over to the Mariners. You don't see too many of them. I bet. Yeah. I there's my boy Scooball. Yeah, I bet. I always wondered because I was like, man, I was like, listen, oh, it's super fun to watch. Him and I always liked him and guys like Trevor Hoffman and Eric Gagne and stuff. All closers. That's a nice little Dylan Cruz summer superstars. Ben Brown. Yeah, I was a big fan of of the Tim Lincecum and the Barry Zito. Those are two of the guys that I liked pitching wise. So I liked watching them. Same for Ian. Babe Ruth. Yeah, Timmy's one of my favorites all time. Like, all time. Loved how that dude pitched. Yeah, for a long time I PC'd a bunch of pitchers. So like in my PC I had like a Cliff Lee, CC Sabathia, Tim Lincecum, Barry Zito. I would try to get a bunch of autographs and stuff of those guys. Oh yeah. It's funny when guys like just kind of go off in the postseason, like they just find their groove, and it's like they're even better, especially when it's a guy like that's just like you kind of don't even like expect. Oh dang, we did get another one. That's crazy. Probably the most first pitches I've seen. That is, I believe, my fourth one, counting the auto. So I've only seen two in each of the other cases. So George Brett, cool card there. So Mike Trout. Should have got Mike Trout's autograph. I taught Mike Trout at a baseball camp when he was like young. He the college I went to was a town over from the town that he went to high school in, and I was going to school to be a teacher, and we had to do this like we had to do something like where it was like a club or like a free camp or something. And since I played baseball, I had access to the baseball. We did like a free camp, and Mike Trout was one of the campers. So he was even kind of like you could tell then he was gonna be very good at baseball. Kind of already like people were already kind of talking about him. Yeah, and I also my career ended due to injury, so he probably got that from me too, because that man's always injured. Unfortunately, to pick that up for me. Let's see what we got back here. There's gonna be an Adley Rutschman on the silver. I believe we're still looking for our mem or auto in this box. So yeah, it's funny because he's done so much, but he's just like he can't stay healthy at all anymore. And you're just like, man, just stay healthy because honestly, like, you're such a good player. You just can't stay healthy. Salvador Perez. Low key, I like Salvador Perez's game too. You know who else is like that, Brian? Dude, I can't. My son, because my wife loves him, loves Chris Bryant. Dude, I can't ever see that dude play baseball. Every time I go, since he signed with the Rockies to try to watch a Rockies game, he has never played one time. Only time I've ever seen him play. There's a Dodgers autograph right there on card. We got the Ben Kasparis on the 1990s auto throwback. Going over to the Dodgers and Pete Ailman. Yeah, his WAR is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's nuts. I know. It's crazy, but it's I don't know. It's tough. Like, cause I actually had this debate with somebody the other day. I was like, Mike Trout is awesome. Like, should be a Hall of Famer. But did he do it long enough? Like, that is always the. Got the number 225 there on that Luke Raleigh. Very cool one there. Going over to the Mariners. No. I was gonna say I think the last time Chris Bryant was good was when he was with the Giants, to be honest with you. Oh man. So, tell me about it. Oh, Detroit. Oh, my Detroit guys retiring way too soon. I'm glad Matt Stafford got out and got that ring. I wish they could have done it in Detroit, but yeah. Yeah, no, it's nuts, dude. Apparently Chris Bryant's got like a degenerative back disease or something like that. I mean, it seems awful crazy, but I mean, he had they burned the nerves in his back to try to minimize the pain so he could come back this year. So, I mean, we'll see if he makes it back, but a huge fan of dude, if you like football, I don't know how anyone's not a fan of Barry. He's just I think he's one of those universally loved guys. I just wish he would have. I wish he would have stayed around to break the record, so that way Emmitt Smith never had it. Because that's a dude. I'm sure he's nice, but I just same time frame, time era, you know. Alrighty, we are on to box number 10. Yeah, no, you're right. I think he is. Yeah, no one really speaks of that. Colorado's good tonight, Rick. It is good. They go right there. Oh, it's into the trash can. Hey, I mean, if I can't deliver one way, I'll try to deliver the other. You know what I mean? Still time. I'm manifesting a Fernando Tatis autograph. That's what I'm doing. There's a Juan Soto on the list. Actually, as a matter of fact, I was gonna pull up this. Have the checklist on here? I want to make sure. I believe there is, because I was looking at it the other day. I'm pretty sure there is a dual auto. I think for. Damn, I could be wrong, but I'm looking forward to it. Nice. Nice. Hopefully I can pull that Tatis. That'd be sick. Because honestly, it's one of the guys I really like to watch. So it'd be really cool to pull an auto of Tatis Jr. I've yet to do it. I know Aiden has. He pulled all of the juniors. It was like a 5. It was like a what was it? There's gonna be an autograph. Eric Gagne. There's a dude I mentioned earlier for the Dodgers. That is a blast from the past. Didn't even know Eric Gagne had autographs in this stuff. I'm going over to the Dodgers and Pete Alman. A dude I did not expect to see while opening this product. I saw Eric Gagne there. I know. I feel you. I'm like, another Dodger? Okay, I mean, I guess, but I do know the Dodgers had a lot more cards than a lot of teams in this set, which is part of the reason they show up so much. Manny Machado there on that All-Star. That's cool. And it's funny because I mentioned him earlier, and I was like, so when I pulled him, I was like, oh, dang. Actually, Eric Gagne. That's cool. Got the silver there. Kike Hernandez. That number to 2025. Always got love for Kike, even though he's a Dodger. Played a lot of daily fantasy, and one time FanDuel put Kike up for $300 instead of $3,000. And so I was like, no brainer, I'm starting him. Even if he doesn't play, he saves me money elsewhere. And then he ended up coming in and get hit like a 2 RBI double. So, and there were only like 5% of people played him. So, I ended up making a ton of money that night. He was so cheap, and you could build a great team around him. Juan Soto right there on that nice little retro. Got some color back here. I don't know if it's his base or not. There's it. On his number to 250 there on the Andre Palantine. Palantine? I'm going over to the St. Louis Cardinals. Chad Bauer on that one. Chris Sale retro right behind it. Still hoping to see another SSP here as well. Nice. I love pulling those SSPs. My favorite. It's kind of stuck together there. Got a nice little Randy Johnson on the Diamondbacks. Throwback. Rally. It's a cool card. I think that it would be cool to see this one autographed with all the guys who had were part of that no-no. Interesting one. I know they do have some dual autos in this stuff. Interesting to see some of that stuff pop up. Tarek Skubal there on the Summer Superstars. Yeah, and I think they should have this. I have not seen them, and I have not seen a checklist for an autographed version of them, but someone said they thought they had them. Those Summer Superstars would be very cool autographed. Just my 2 cents. If anyone from Topps is listening. Looks like we're going to have another one of those. Number 274 there, going over to the Angels. Jo Adell. There. And right behind it, we're going to have a Major League Materials Triston Cassis for the Red Sox. I'm going over to Derek on the memorabilia. Come on, SSP. Show up, show up. Yeah, I like those. I like the look of them. Like I said, wish they had a little bit more patches in them, but the design is actually pretty good. I don't like the design of those the City Connect ones, but all right, we're gonna have a Perez there on that silver. That one into a sleeve. I know, dude. So he's gotta stay healthy. It's like the story of baseball. It seems like some of those guys can't stay healthy. Nice little Summer Superstars. Boom. Ketel Marte. Arrow. Three packs to go, and then we are on to the next one. Yeah, the City Connects, honestly, the crazy part is like, I like the concept, but like, all of the patches are like the color of the cards. So like, they just don't really like look that great. So like, if they like use like the secondary color of like the City Connect, and then have the City Connect jerseys on them, I think they'd look a lot better. But I mean, Ted Williams right there on that retro throwback. That bat is curving. Look at that thing. That's how fast he's swinging that. That bat is curved. That's crazy. Ted Williams, one of the greatest hitters of all time. There's a Mickey Mantle on that retro throwback. That's right. That's a good thing about getting a team like the Red Sox. They have a lot of the retros in these Topps products, which is same thing, kind of like what happens with the Dodgers and the Yankees as well. All right, we are on to box number 11. And then remember, afterwards, we have the silver packs to open as well. Backwards. Here we go. Silver pack going to the silver pack pile. Some people open the silver packs as they go. I kind of like doing them all at the end because they're a little bit different feel, so it's easier to have a bunch of ones that are the same feel at the end there. Oh, we had another thick one there. I was hoping. Damn. Alcantara. We got a Kyle Stewart on the 2025. Be interesting if you picked like a certain number on those on these, like that, like obviously will get made every year, and then you just get that, try to get that same exact like serial number pretty much on the first side. I feel you on that, Brandon. Wouldn't be shocked in the slightest, which is the crazy part. Still holding out hope for that Fernando Tatis Jr. Just trying to talk it into existence. Oh, there's another one. That's our fifth one. I'm surprised. That one's going to Citizen Bank. That one's going to go to Phillies. That's a Phillies one. That guy was like on The Bachelor or something. Nice little silver one there. Nice little stack of those. I'm trying my best. Honestly, for you and for me, I'd love to pull one. So that is one of the ones that I would gladly pull. Like I said, one of the ones I've always kind of wanted to pull there. Be a Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a big fan of his dad. Only dudes who's hit 2 grand slams in an inning. Absolute nuts stat on that. the way that has to work out for that to even be a possibility is kind of crazy in general. So, 2 grand slams in 1 inning is nuts. Yeah, that's so weird. That is kind of weird. I'm surprised they don't have more, to be honest with you, because they have superstars. Nice little Jarren Duran on that OPS leader in that blue and yellow Boston City Connect jersey. Blaze Alexander. One of the funniest names. JT Real Muto. Jack Neely. Oh yeah, his dad is a legend for sure. Perez. Boy, Trey Turner. Grant Holman. Nice little Ken Griffey Jr. on the retro. Keep hoping for another SSP. I just want one more SSP at least. That'd be fun. Is it asking too much? So Matt Olson there. Montgomery, Kyle Tucker, Jordan Hicks, Blake Snell. Josh Smith. This one's upside down. I really want this card autographed. If they make that card autographed, that's the one I want. I'd love to pull. That thing is a sick one. I like that. I like the photo they used. This is going to be a game used, or player worn memorabilia, I should say, of Rhett Lauder from the Reds. That one going to Adam Daly. On the Rhett Lauder. I will say, not a huge fan of these retro ones, but I guess with at least with they used a red jersey that time, so it looks a little bit nicer. Usually it's like white jerseys. Soda. Ooh, there's an interesting one for you. That's Mike Yastrzemski, number 235 on the no name. Huh. Super interesting. Well, now I'm going over to Lawrence with the Giants spot. Very cool one there. I'm going to put that one into a mag. Haven't seen one of those yet, so I assume that is in some ways a short print. I'll set number to 35. Why not? Give it a little love. On the no name variation there. Very interesting on that one. That's a cool one. Always nice to see interesting cards. That is one of my. I knew it was a weird one because it was where the spot it was at in the thing. I was like, that shouldn't be there, but very cool one nonetheless. Set that right there. J-Ram, and an AJ Smith-Shawver. I know, Brian. I almost was like, that one's coming to, and then I was like, oh, he doesn't. Kumar Rocker. Angel Acuna. Interesting one. A little throwback to like the Frank Thomas no name. I'm assuming that's what they were going after there. So Jazz Chisholm, Josh Bell. Darren Baker. And Kike Hernandez. Willie Adams on the retro. Another Kyle Stowes on that one. Had him in the I think numbered to 2025 once. I got him in the silver. Jimenez. Trey Turner, Mike Schmidt inserts. Gavin Williams. Nice little Fernando Tatis Jr. All right, we are on to the last box. And then into the silvers. Silver pack there. Left in that one. All right, here we go. Still holding the wrapper, like reverted there. Martinez, Royce Lewis, and Carlos Correa. Kelly, Fitz, Ryan Beltner. Got a Jaden Hill on the silver. A little bit out of my way. Kevin Lux. Michael Massey. Shota Walters. Robbie Ray. Nice little Josh Bell on the number to 2025. Spencer Strider and the Urias there. The Adam Duvall, Gary Sanchez. Cal Ripken on the retro. Myers. Madrigal. Sean Manaea. Tyler Anderson. Jerks and Profar. Gomber, Will Wagner, Bivens, Alex Bregman, Austin Hedges. Fireworks going on out here. People gearing up for that 4th of July, I guess. Plays Alexander, Mookie. Snell, Collins, Gleyber Torres. Jack Flaherty. There's another rookie. Duran, Austin Martin, Nolan Jones, Pete Alonso, There's the normal version. Right there. Go with the other one. Brandon Lockridge, right there, on that number to 250. Robert Suarez, silver. Leo Jimenez. I know. Like, hopefully we can get you another one too here. That'd be sick. Like I said, hoping for a cool Fernando Tatis. Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth for them Yankees. Geloff, Hayden Birdsong. Bader, we got Nolan Arenado. Down to our last few packs. This is going to be our memorabilia right here. I can just tell by the thickness. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a memorabilia auto. That would be sick. Robles. It's the next one, so I'm going to pull this one up front. Here we go. See who it is. It's an all-star. It's going to be a Gunnar Henderson on the all-star patch. Going over to the Baltimore Orioles. I'm going to Gary. Gunnar. Come on, SSP. Show up. Show up. Jackson Merrill on the retro. Junior Caminero on the retro as well. Last pack Magic. Last pack SSP. Come on. Anthony Santander. Max Muncy. Gillen. Alrighty, we are on to our silver packs. Silver pack Magic. Hopefully these silver packs are super hot. Get a couple autographs would be sick. Alright, here we go. I've stacked them in order, so I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these These are my last. Do them in order of box. Do the same thing with these ones. Here we go. Boom. All right. Work our way through. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully, get some absolute filthy heat here in these silver packs. And I saw Junior Caminero right there. Ken Griffey Jr. Got Luis Angel Acuna and the Aaron Judge. I know. I'm with you. David Ortiz there on that cool little mojo. Got the Ezekiel Tovar. Gonna have a J Ram there. And a William Contreras. Ellie Dela Cruz there. Spencer Strider. Manny Machado. Michael Harris II. There's a Francisco Lindor. Mike Yastrzemski. Willie Mays right there. And a Nolan Ryan numbered to 50. That's a very cool one. Put that one into a top loader. That one going over to the Yankees. Or not the Yankees, the Rangers. Jeez, my brain is not working properly. Going over to the Rangers. The Yankees are one of the few teams he didn't play for. Correa. Deo Nomo. Very cool on those ones. All right, folks. Still searching for it. Hopefully, these packs have an auto for us. Been pretty lucky so far. There's a Ted Williams on it as well. Randy Johnson. Ronald Acuna Jr. The last 6 packs. Xander Bogaerts. Fernando Tatis Jr. That would have been sick if that was the auto right there. Cody Bellinger. Juan Soto. Kershaw. We got the Jackson Holiday right there. We're going to have a Jarren Duran. Red Sox showing up in these silver packs. Ellie Dela Cruz. Spencer Strider. There's going to be a Red Sox numbered 21 of 50. Alex Bregman on the auto. Going over to Derek and those Red Sox. That's a sick one right there. Auto, and it's numbered on that 1990 throwback. That is a sick one. Nice little. Still got some packs left. Maybe they'll give us 2 autos. Got the Babe Ruth. Jace Jung. Bobby Witt Jr. All right, we're down to our last 2. Hoping we have another auto in here. That'd be sick. Ricky Henderson there. Kevin Alcantara. Got a Shota Imanaga. Nice little Brett Rooker. We're down to our last one. Yeah, I was hoping because I was hoping they'd give us like 2 autographs in the silver packs because of how light the autos were in the box. There's a Mike Trout. There's a Zach DeZenzo. Shohei Ohtani. We're gonna have a Paul Skeens, numbered to 199. That one going over to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And it's going to Dylan Gouge. Nice little numbering there, I guess. All right, let's go over these. We'll review the hits here. Get these ones off to the side. These. We'll review. Recap them. Put these top-loaded ones in the side. All right, here we go. We're going to do our recap here. Go. We're going to do the numbered cards first. We got the Paul Skeens on the silver pack, 199, going over to the Pirates. Got the Nolan Ryan numbered to 50 out of the silver pack, going over to those Rangers. We have the Lockridge going over to the Padres, numbered to 250. We got the Josh Bell on the number to 2025 going to the Nationals. We got the Stowers on the 2025 going over to the Marlins. We have the Joe Adele, number 274, going over to the Angels. We have the Andre Palante, number 250, going over to the Cardinals. We got the Kike Hernandez, number 2025, going to the Dodgers. We got that Luke Rowley, number 225, going over to the Mariners. We got the Brandon Fradett going over to the Diamondbacks, number 74. We got that I guess logo match. I forgot what they're called, but that one is going over to the A's for Zach Geloff. We got that number to 74 Cal Raleigh going over to the Mariners. We got the Porter Hodge, number 2025, going to the Cubs. Got that Drew Waters on that purple, number 250, going to the Royals. Got the Valdez for the Astros going over to them for that 2025. We got the Kiersey on the for the Twins going over there on the 2025. We got that Shohei Silver going to the Dodgers. That Spencer Horwitz going to the Pirates, number 299. The Bryce Miller, number to 2025, going over to the Mariners. We got the Merrill Kelly going to the Diamondbacks, number to 250. Then we have the Stephen Kwan, number to 150, going to the Guardians. On to some of the autograph and memorabilia here. We have the Alex Bregman, numbered to 50, going to those Red Sox. We got the Gunnar Henderson on the All-Star jersey swatch going to the Orioles. We got the Rhett Lauder on the throwback retro going to the Reds. We have Tristan Cassis on that Major League Materials going to the Red Sox. We have the Eric Gagne on the autograph going to the Dodgers. We got the Ben Kasparis on the retro going to the Dodgers as well. We have Jeremy Pena, Major League Materials going to the Astros. We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Jeez, that one just beat me up. On the City Connect, going over to the Blue Jays. We have Yu Darvish going over to the Padres on the Major League Materials. Got that James Wood going over to the Nationals. We have that Brooks Lee going over to the Twins. And then our mags, we have going over to the Red Sox, numbered 52 of 99. We have the Jenny Tran first pitch auto. Then we have the number 24 out of 35, no named Mike Yastrzemski going over to the Giants. Then we have the home field advantage going over to the Mets for Luis Angel Acuna. We have that Placata going over to the Mariners for Randy Arena. And then last but not least, we have the 2 of 10, Trey Turner, Bryson Scott, game used memorabilia, bases going over to the Philadelphia Phillies. So, hey, not bad for your first break, Derek. You actually did really well. You got 2 autographs and a jersey. So, I mean, not too bad for your first break. We'll see you guys on the next break. Don't know if there's anything sold out, but if there is, you'll be seeing me right back.